छोड़, ये काट दे, ये बहुत पर्सनल हो जाएगा.
Hi guys, welcome to 2Gs
This is Ayushi,
and this is Mansi.
and we are reporting straight from the Spiral Center. Woohoo!
So Ayushi, what are we spilling about today?
So, Mansi and I watched a really amazing series very recently titled Perfect Family. The show very refreshingly punctures holes to the Indian idyllic family who lives in an urban setting. तो हमें लगा हमें ये शो उठाना चाहिए and हमें रिव्यू करना चाहिए.
Okay, so Ayushi, why are we doing this? Why are we like,
Why are we drawn to this show? Good question. The reason is because we both have grown up watching films like Hum Saath Saath Hain, Hum Aapke Hai Kaun, later on Baghban. Please remember that film. And even recently अगर हम alternative spaces में देखें, जैसे digital media में shows like ये मेरी family और even
Gulla?
Good Luck, in सब shows में there is an idyllic Indian family that is promoted. And even recently, that kind of idealism is never punctured.
Hmm.
Even shows which are very close to 2025, वो भी उसको either nostalgia की तरह treat करती है, और end of the day ये thesis करती है कि even though there are some complications, there are some problems, but we should end up staying together because that is the virtue. पर ये शो बहुत डिफरेंट है इन शो से, बिकॉज इट काइंड ऑफ dismantles everything and makes you sit and think about it, about our own lives, about our own culture.
Hmm.
So that's why we were like, it is worth talking about.
And also, it's just an add-on ki how for all our 90s, all our early 20s, Bagban was romanticized in certain sense, how parents need to be treated.
Hmm.
But nobody questions the fact that how kids also need to be treated to have
हाँ.
that equal balance. And I think in this show, while they are not exactly romanticizing the idea of having this, even a nuclear family with parents,
Hmm.
not even a like there's no joint family, but there's a nuclear family with parents.
Yes. So just to set up a context, let us break down the opening scene. So the first thing first, from a screenplay point of view, the opening scene is fantastic because it sets the entire show up for you. और एक ही फाइट से आपको समझ आ जाता है कि घर के डायनामिक्स क्या है और मेजर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट क्या है. तो लेट्स फर्स्ट टॉक अबाउट द डायनामिक्स. So you can clearly see that the father figure and the son are fighting in the scene, and the father is quote unquote the head of the family, and the son, not the mother, but the son is the next to the head. So he's the second head of the family and will remain the head until and unless the father dies. So two heads are butting heads with each other, right? And the son, who is in hierarchy lower than Manoj Pawa's character, cannot repartee the way he is, so he retreats into the room. तो अब इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आती है उसकी बीवी. Now, BV also is very complicated figure, the daughter-in-law of the family, because she showcases an insider-outsider dynamic that even though on paper she's part of the family, but because she married into the family, वो एक sort of outsider भी है क्योंकि वो दूसरी family से belong करती है, and she doesn't have the space to voice out exactly what she thinks because her voicing out is sort of not allowed. तो वो थोड़ा बहुत बोलती है, and in this entire setup the mother slash the mother-in-law is trying to diffuse the situation. So she seems to be the peacemaker, but she isn't. But she seems to be कि oh don't, अरे आप भी कुछ मत बोलो, तू भी कुछ मत बोले. And when the wife also retreats back into the room, You now know she cannot say as much as she wants to. You can see the dynamic between the father and the mother. Now the father is saying कि तेरे बच्चों ने मेरे साथ ऐसा किया।
कैसे बच्चे पैदा किए तूने हैं? एक वो बेटा है जो प्यो के साथ नहीं रहना चाहता, और एक देख वो खड़ी है ब्याही लड़की अपना घर छोड़ के यहाँ आके बैठ गई।
So now you know exactly who is where, and the two grandchildren, one who is sleeping very blissfully ignorant,
Also a boy.
a boy, and the daughter who is a mute spectator, completely helpless, just looking at the fight and absorbing the toxicity of that fight. So that is the setup. Now we all are on the same page. Let's talk about the main conflict of the entire series. The main conflict is कि बेटे ने अपने फादर से एक सेपरेट स्पेस की डिमांड करी है, और फाइट इसलिए हो रही है क्योंकि बेटे के पास अभी इतना पैसा नहीं है कि वो स्पेस इमिडिएटली खरीद सके या एक डाउन पेमेंट कर सके. सो एंड द फादर हैज फेल्ट डिसरिस्पेक्टेड by that very demand. Now let's sit back and think, why was this demand so disrespectful, or that it warranted to such a big fight? क्यों है एक बेटे को अपने फादर से एक सेपरेट स्पेस की डिमांड करना सो डिसरिस्पेक्टफुल? या
So what I feel is how parents and kids work is parents see kids as the extension of themselves, which means a kid's choice is not supposed to be a real thing. So having to make that choice of living separately is a sign of disrespect, because it doesn't reflect on Manoj Pahwa कि ये मैं तो नहीं हूँ ऐसा. जब मैं ऐसा नहीं हूँ, then how did you demand something which doesn't align with me? Since you are part of me, you are me. So I think that is why it's seen as a sign of disrespect.
हाँ, और अगर हम अपने कल्चर में जाएं तो अगेन we are all deeply conditioned to stay with our parents, deeply conditioned. Even after you graduate, after you marry, you know, you are there for them in their old age. तो societal level पे भी also it's not the norm. So वहाँ पर भी एक ये disrespect है कि अच्छा तुम घर तोड़ रहे हो, तुम घर तोड़ के ये चीज मुमकिन कर रहे हो. तो दैट इज वेयर ऑल्सो आई थिंक द मेंटालिटी ऑफ डिसरिस्पेक्ट इज कमिंग. एंड सेकेंडली मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ये डिसरिस्पेक्टफुल मनोज पावा के कैरेक्टर के लिए इसलिए है बिकॉज ही इज लुकिंग फ्रॉम द मेंटालिटी कि हमने बहुत किया है, हमने अपने बच्चों के लिए बहुत किया है, हमने बहुत सैक्रिफाइसेस करी हैं, हमने उनको सारे ऐशो आराम दिए हैं. दे हैव grown up with certain privileges, and it could be that in a setup where you end up taking care of your parents in the old age because they took care of you while you were growing up. Children are seen as investments. Like it can be seen, of course it is debatable, but it can be seen that हमने तुम पे इतना invest किया, time, energy, privileges, अब तुम वो सब चीजें छोड़ के जा रहे हो, right? So वो sacrifices का क्या हुआ?
But are these like actual sacrifices, or are these like the obligation
Yes.
of a parent to provide for food, shelter, education? Because at the end of the day, you made a choice to have a kid because you thought that's how family works. The idea is that's how a family structure works. So if you are making that choice, then it's your obligation to treat them or to provide for them.
Huh, I mean, now if we look from his point of view, he has given more than his parents, right? So the thing that is taken for granted बाय गुलशन्स कैरेक्टर कि वो एक साथ का परिवार दिया और हमें खाने पीने का टाइम दिया. बट व्हेन यू कम टू मनोज पावा's back story, you see that okay, his father and mother gives him away to his bua because they could not have a child, which was very normalized, by the way, very normalized. I think it is now that this tradition is no longer here. Just a side note, that this really traumatic giving away of the child to the other family and a type of adoption within the family, and that leads to excessive abandonment issues जो मनोज पावा को भी दिखाए हैं. So I think in his perspective, his parents even gave him away. So for him, he is doing much better than his parents because he gave him quote unquote a stable life. And उसके बावजूद तो मुझे तो वो चीजें भी नहीं मिली, तो मैंने तेरे को ये चीजें दी.
That's how generational trauma works. But okay.
So उस सेंस में मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि द पेरेंट इज लाइक कि मेरे पापा मम्मी ने तो ये भी नहीं किया, मैंने आगे जाके तेरे लिए ये भी किया, एंड व्हाट एम आई गेटिंग इन रिटर्न? अ चाइल्ड हु डजंट वांट टू लिव विद मी. सो
But in that whole journey of you giving him the best life, you have also burdened him with the same life.
yeah, it's the burden. And now what I feel is when what happens is that the child is burdened by the things that you have done for him.
Yeah.
And it makes a very unequal dynamic between a parent and a child, where child can never repay what you have done. And even by the virtue of a parent giving birth to the child, dynamics are already skewed.
Yeah.
क्योंकि अगर माँ बाप उसके जीवन देने के बाद उसका ध्यान नहीं रखते तो ह्यूमन चाइल्ड कैन नॉट सर्वाइव. There are so many tragic news stories where when a newborn is abandoned, that newborn baby dies. तो मतलब वो in itself एक dynamic है जो skewed है. आप कभी भी अपने parent के equal नहीं आ सकते हो, क्योंकि माँ बोलेगी ओ मैंने अपनी बॉडी चीर के तेरे को जन्म दिया. तो you can never, that process in itself is hierarchical in nature. But what happens in the series that mirrors the society that is India, you are burdened by the skewed dynamics. The child is burdened, right? मतलब हमने तुम्हारे लिए इतना किया, हमने तुम्हें खाना पिलाया, तुम्हें स्कूल में भर्ती किया, we were not as cruel as our parents were. Now you have to repay us.
And Bhagba is actually made on this whole concept of repaying your parents.
Yes.
Yeah. And this honestly leads to a lot of guilt, and that's how they cash in the guilt with us. They would always guilt trip you into doing what they think is right for you by the virtue of experience they have had, by the virtue of age they have had, by the virtue of life they have lived, without knowing that even in like 25 years of my life, I could have experienced shittiest things.
Yeah, nothing that you can do in return is
ever
going to tip the scale, right? Because again, the game is already rigged from the beginning. Secondly, since it's so top to down, obedience के अलावा आपके पास कोई choice ही नहीं है. You can't, like, अगर किसी ने मेरे लिए इतना किया है और मैं उसके साथ interact, तो अगर मैं उसको, और मेरे को इतना गिल्ट है कि इस इंसान ने मेरे लिए इतना किया है, ऐसी मुझे लाइफ प्रेजेंट करी है आफ्टर हैविंग अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट लाइफ. बाय द वे, इट इज ऑल आवर सब्जेक्टिव ओपिनियंस. वी आर जस्ट ट्राइंग टू फिगर आउट व्हाट द सीरीज इज शोइंग. बट इफ द टॉप टू बॉटम इज नॉट ओबीडियंस, दैट हमें तो इतना फ्रीडम भी नहीं मिला, हम तुम्हें इतना फ्रीडम दे रहे हैं, तो it is only compliance, and even telling what you feel in return becomes an act of disrespect. And it clearly is shown in the series.
Like there are a lot of like small shares where people are trying to communicate how they are feeling, what is the environment of this home like, but despite it all, you have to say, okay, because you are a god.
Yeah, it is almost like I'm जहाँ भगवान नहीं होते वहाँ
माँ
माँ
माँ बाप
होते
होते हैं, माँ बाप होते हैं। सलमान खान ने तो उन्हें मंदिर में ही लगा लिया
लगा
था।
दिया, yes. So that kind of, you cannot question that top to bottom dynamic. You cannot question, you cannot ask for accountability. You cannot say कि मुझे ये चीजें बुरी लग रही हैं आपकी, क्योंकि आपने आपके लिए इतना किया है, आप नहीं मांग सकते, आप नहीं बोल सकते हो। तो लाइक इन द वेरी सीन जहाँ पर वो उसके कंगन दे देता है, the daughter-in-law does not feel the space to express that I found this act deeply hurtful, because they gifted her the kangans, so even though it is gifted to her, they still have that ownership that we gifted it to you. So when time comes, हम ये gift तेरे से ले सकते हैं. And we, of course, ये बहुओं के लिए थोड़ा, we can have another episode on daughter-in-laws and their dynamics. But secondly, she cannot say it. She has to suppress the hurt and keep living as if nothing has happened. And of course, it is not humanly possible for you to suppress that emotion. So the daughter-in-law, maybe through her body language or passive aggressiveness, is expressing it. And then the mother-in-law doesn't ever confront it directly until there is a huge fight that happens otherwise, or some, not fight, a huge disagreement that happens. And that's when she's like, ये आपने तो मेरे कंगन भी दे दिए. So in the heat of anger, you repartee. But there is no normal healthy way to communicate the hurt that you have felt.
And also, there's another scene where even with their own daughter, the mother is trying to bring that guilt into her, where she's like emotionally telling, "अरे अब तो हम बूढ़े हो गए," and we are at an age, मतलब I am not married, तो I am at an age जहाँ पे my mother or my elders do the same thing, where they will emotions कैश इन करने के लिए यूज करेंगे, आपकी लाइफ को गवर्न करने के लिए, कि नाउ इट्स द एज टू गेट मैरिड, नाउ दिस इज द राइट पर्सन, यू डोंट नो, आई नो बेटर देन यू, सो यू शुड टेक दिस डिसीजन बिकॉज आई एम टेलिंग यू टू टेक दिस डिसीजन, वेयर दे शो देयर बूढ़ी हाथ दिखा रहे हैं, अब तो हमसे काम ही नहीं होता है, अब तो हम नाच नहीं पाएंगे तुम्हारी शादी में.
पूजा, मैं थक गई हूँ बेटा.
The fear is already in the child of losing their parent, and when you bring that card up that, oh, we are going to die very soon, that definitely,
ग्रिप्स
puncture.
यू, हाँ ग्रिप्स यू कि भाई चलो छीके कर लेते हैं.
But why do you think, Mansi, that the parents using guilt, which they don't think is guilt, of course, forces you to have certain decisions in your life? For example, marriage, or in urban setting, IIT कर लो, engineering ही करो, ये मत करो. Why do you think that happens?
I feel that the first point that I made, the extension one, right? So parents, I feel it that parents is seeing you as something that they couldn't be. That is the thing, that because they couldn't be something, so they want you to do everything in life possible, because they were also not given opportunities. So I'm not going to be very extreme about it, but maybe their parents didn't have the money to send them to a good school, to good things, and that's the sacrifice that they are also claiming time and again. I understand that part. First point is that they want you to be whatever. Second, I think we live in a very status driven country, where it doesn't matter. You want to show it to people that your family or your things are better than the other. Even in the show, he's trying to do it time and again. Time and again, about the therapy part, about the शादी part, कि हमारे घर में तो हमारे बच्चे साथ में रहते हैं, अपना घर देखो बच्चे चले गए. तो देयर आइडिया वो इसीलिए आप पे डाल रहे हैं कि दुनिया क्या वो 4 लोग जो कहना चाहते हैं वो आपके पेरेंट्स आपको बता देंगे. despite the fact that चार लोग नहीं exist कर रहे हैं, they might not even care. So I think that's how I see it. It's a lot of status driven thing, and it's a lot of extension कि भाई I couldn't be that person, you should be that person.
I think it also is fear driven.
Hmm.
It's fear driven because they have lived a certain life and they have made certain decisions जो वो चाहते हैं उनके बच्चे ना करें. For example, a person who has seen poverty or who has seen scarcity in money, they would want their child to have a economically stable life. Secondly, I feel like by virtue उम्र के साथ लोगों को लगता है wisdom and knowledge आ जाती है, because there's a very specific scene in the series where he is when the therapist ask Manoj Pawaz कि आपको क्यों लगता है कि आप लोग खुश होगे एक साथ घर पे रह के, तो बोलता है कि नहीं, later on in his life he will realize that I made a good decision for the family जब वो अपने बच्चों और पोतों के साथ रहेगा. So parents are operating from that mindset कि ये इतना दूरदर्शी नहीं है, बट मैं इससे ज्यादा knowledgeable हूँ, इससे by the virtue of living longer and having certain experiences, they feel like okay, इसको अभी नहीं समझ आ रहा है, तो मैं इसको बता. And even in the show they have tried to showcase that yes, there are certain things that the father knows more. For example, the business where the father is able to recognize कि अच्छा इसको इसने पहले से ही एडवांस दे दिया होगा, इसलिए she is not now making a deal with us, or he ends up putting a stall there क्योंकि उसको समझ आ गया कि भाई वर्कर्स को ऐसे टाइप का क्या बोलते हैं, स्वीट डिश का बुके होता है, क्या होता है वो,
Oh, the gift package.
हाँ, the gift will not work for them. So there are certain spheres where the show also respected his wisdom and his knowledge in the business. But you have to realize that not that age does not guarantee wisdom. And the real virtue of having wisdom is knowing and learning and being flexible. And his inflexibility is what causing his business to not grow.
Even his home to not be
grow,
the very safe space
to leave. So and there are so many times where people decide that इस उम्र के onwards अब मुझे कोई कुछ सीखने की जरूरत नहीं है, because I have learned everything. And that is where the hierarchy also comes कि तू कभी 25 की उम्र में 50 की नॉलेज पा ही नहीं सकता है, तो जो भी मैं तेरे लिए डिसीजंस ले रहा हूँ वो तेरे को लॉन्ग रन में समझ आएगा कि मैं सही था. पॉसिबिलिटी है कि हाँ आप सही थे, और पॉसिबिलिटी ये भी है कि वो इतने ड्रेकोनियन थे कि द चाइल्ड बिकम्स एक्सट्रीमली रिजेंटफुल ऑफ दैट. अगेन दैट स्विमिंग पूल वाला सी,
पूल क्यों लेके गए?
क्यों लेके गए मतलब बच्चे को दुनिया दिखानी है या दब्बू बना के रखना है?
also that mindset comes in कि age equals to wisdom equals to do what I am asking you to do because तू तो बेवकूफ है.
because I don't think so they see you as an individual.
Yeah,
It's all hierarchical, so you can never have the power to question them.
Just to think that having a healthy conversation is much easier. And I think they are, Mansi, to be the devil's advocate, they are very fearful for you to not have a life that they, मतलब उनके लिए कि अगर बच्चे के पास economical stability नहीं है, so it's a very scary situation for them as well, and they also feel very helpless in that situation.
But does that give anybody the right to put that burden on you and then expect you to live the best life because they have given a best life? What if I am an average person? I don't want that life.
That is the whole character, the sister character. That is the entire timeline.
Yeah.
The storyline is that they end up showing that marriage was just was not it for her. She wanted to start a business. She wanted to not start a big business. She wanted to scale her father's business, which she could not because
Which he expected from him, the son.
yeah, because of course patrilineal, you cannot, you are not, तुम्हारा नाम पूजा स्वीट्स हो सकता है बट पूजा उस स्वीट्स शॉप को नहीं चला
Yes.
सकती, right? What parents thought was an ideal life for her कि भाई 28-29 की हो गई है, हमने तेरे मैरिज इज इट फॉर यू, तो तू शादी कर. But end of the show, the child is deeply unhappy in that marriage. Not only because the partner is not compatible, usme I have very I have a different take. The partner was actually pretty fine in my opinion, but maybe not compatible to her. And the guy she wanted to marry she has outgrown that person. So her happy ending is for her parents to just back off and let her have a life where she's just concentrating on her business.
But while the parents have like chosen for her whatever they have chosen in terms of with the guilt or whatever they have cashed in to get that thing done, now they are also not accepting that it is their fault that their daughter is unhappy.
And this is what I wanted to talk about, that the show captures so beautifully, Mansi, that parents, because they think that they have done so much, they have a huge blind spots for what could have gone wrong.
फोटो निकाल के दिए बस, तेरे जैसे चांटे नहीं मारते हम.
वो तो बुढ़िया हो गई हो ना, जब हाथ में जान थी तो आते जाते मारती थी चाटे हमें.
क्या बकवास कर रही हो नीति? हमने कभी नहीं मारा तुमको.
And that was such a revealing moment because it's a reality of so many Indian kids, that these things that the child is resentful of or the child feels कि मेरे साथ injustice हुआ है, and when the child goes to the parent at any age, it could be they are in their late 30s, late 40s, and they confront the parent is like ऐसा तो कभी हुआ ही नहीं. And it is like the blind spot of that mother is like कि I gave them a house where I was banished. My husband left me. I was quote unquote a mad woman. Even in that setting, I gave you a stable life. In her mind, she did everything right. So now, in that situation, whatever the child will say is not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough for her to go self-reflect कि नहीं यार मैंने भी कुछ mistakes करी हैं. And that happens with these characters as well. That Manoj Pava, if you look in a normal setting, if you go on a street and you say somebody such harsh words, it would be considered deeply disrespectful and against other person's dignity. But by the virtue of thinking that I've done so much for my kids, I warrant this language. I can tell कि तू फुद्दू है, तू बेवकूफ है, तूने लाइफ में कुछ उखाड़ा ही नहीं. He's saying all these really deeply hurtful, wounding words to his son. And where is that mentality coming from? That I did so much for you, so I can say that to you. So that is, though that was one of the really good parts of the show that they really encapsulated.
Yeah, the constant denial of parents of doing anything or deciding anything wrong for their child because they knew better.
And not only that, and even the denial, जब उसकी बेटी बोलती कि आपने मुझे इमोशनल ब्लैकमेल किया शादी करने के लिए, she's like मैंने थोड़ी ना तेरे को मंडप पे बिठाया था. That was so good because that's like they don't see that the pressure that they're putting on the child by saying कि मैं तो तेरा भलाई चाहती हूँ, सब लोग ऐसे कह रहे हैं, हम बूढ़े हो रहे हैं. They don't see that pressure. What they see is like हमने तो तेरे को बोला था, तूने अपनी मर्जी से. तो plausible deniability रहती है कि अब it has gone to shit, but that's not us, that's you. But now the child cannot say no, but you blackmailed me into doing this. No. But end of the day तो तूने decision लिया ना.
So even if it's a wrong right decision, even if it's yours, doesn't matter. It's gonna be a bad decision for your parent.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful that in the moment that you start listening to each other, you become empathetic. You start inculcating that feeling. So if parents also realize this, that it's so easy, that the moment you start listening despite the hierarchy, despite the power that you carry in that relationship, I think you'll realize that what I am feeling needs to be validated by you.
Yes.
आई थिंक इट इज शोन सो ब्यूटीफुल. मतलब मेरे लिए ये बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल पार्ट था, वेयर even that daughter scene, even that son episode, where it's specific to that these three and these two people are sitting in their therapy and discussing about what life they have lived and how needs to break through that. They don't need to like carry it forward like a wealth thing. They need to break that. They need to inculcate a very good things, like don't take your generational trauma with you.
और ये मतलब कि even though we have spent good enough time to talk about how, you know, the show talks about the dynamics of respecting the elders and how there are so many things that the parents are wounding the child, but at the end we also should not drown in this self pity. और आपको हम मतलब मेरे को ऐसा लगता है what the daughter-in-law's character so beautifully shows is that she recognized the unhealthy aspects of her childhood, and over the years she tried really hard to not bring those dynamics with her own daughter. And barring the scene where she hits her child, the entire episode sets her up as a very good mother. Like सुबह से बच्चे ने बोला है इस थीम पे मेरी पार्टी होनी चाहिए, तो भाई उस थीम पे उसकी पार्टी हो रही है. बच्चे ने बोला है कि मेरे को ऐसे बाल चाहिए, ऐसा कर्ल करना है, तो मम्मी वैसा कर्ल कर रही है. खाना ऑयली नहीं होना चाहिए, तो शी इज कन्विंसिंग हर मदर इन लॉ कि आप
Yes,
एयर
yes.
फ्रायर में बना.
Even another scene where she's getting irritated, she was working freelancing about this project
हाँ.
and she was irritated by everybody, but the moment the son comes and he's like milkshake chahiye, she
Yes,
smiles.
that's such a sweet
She
moment.
smiles.
She smiles. And the moment where क्या बोलते हैं, she even explains it to her daughter कि नाना की फोटो मत डिस्कस करना, but the child, because she is mad at her mom, she goes to the first thing she does is कि अच्छा मुझे नाना जी की फोटो चाहिए, और नाना जी whatever नाना जी gave me a gift. So then also she doesn't show irritation because she recognizes कि अच्छा मेरा बच्चा इसलिए कर रहा है. And in the end, the most literal way they show that she's trying to be a different mother than her own mother and she's breaking generational trauma is that she apologizes.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that I hit you. And there's so many times where a lot of her suppression is also coming from her trying to overcorrect. That I won't put the pressure of this toxic marriage and this toxic setup on my child. तो जैसे वो घुसती, उसकी लड़ाई होती, उसकी बेटी आ जाती, she starts smiling. And which is another good segue where they're trying to see that आपको लग रहा है कि आप अपने बच्चे पे वो प्रेशर नहीं डाल रहे हो या वो टॉक्सिसिटी से उसको बचा रहे हो, बट वो सीख रहा है. Which means that you should not stay in toxic dynamics only for your child, but you can see it there. So that way, what I felt the show also tried to show is that you can recognize unhealthy dynamics that you had with your parents, and you should see them as human beings.
Yes.
And at the same time, you should not use those dynamics to justify the wrongdoings that you have done. You look at them and you learn from them, but you still have individual accountability in life. So because you always have a choice, to recognize, correct, again to recourse, because you will falter like that character. She did falter, she did hit the kid, but she again course corrected, came back, tried to mend her relationship with the daughter. And I found it very heartwarming. I found it really sweet.
Yes.
That character is my favorite character in the show.
ना हमको बिल्कुल हमारी अम्मा जैसा बना दिया है.
So she became the woman that her mother was, but not the mother.
Yeah.
She didn't become the mother that her mother was to her. Or maybe, of course, again, this is a bias because you are looking from the point of view of the child who is only remembering those sections of her childhood that gave her extreme pain. Of course, there must be a more holistic childhood, of course. But I felt like that's very, like, even though you can um, escape being the mother that your mother was, but the relationship dynamics that you learn from your parents, that becomes very revealing, because she does end up feeling abandoned by her husband, not only literally when he decides to go to Dubai, but being abandoned in affair, being abandoned when he doesn't take a stand for her, being abandoned and left, unheard. So abandoned that he did not even notice her cutting herself for years. That was a very triggering scene, by the way. But so yeah, so in that way, that was also really smart for the show.
हाँ, and one choice जिससे एक शो स्टार्ट हुआ था वो एंड में उसे नहीं मिला.
Hmm.
दैट्स सो मतलब हार्ट ब्रेकिंग. मेरे को नहीं पता था एंड में इतना होगा, बिकॉज आफ्टर द डाइनिंग टेबल सीन आई वाज लाइक चलो बंद कर देते हैं, बट वो डाइनिंग टेबल सीन के बाद जो होता है, दैट इज आई थिंक द मोस्ट
Yes.
पावरफुल एंड द मोर
Yes,
होल थिंग.
and what, again, it's even disrespectful to say that the reason why the daughter-in-law figure is not able to stay there is not because she's ghar todu,
Yes.
but because the environment is so toxic that, oh, she can't work, but she can't, like, also contribute into the household, because again the hierarchy is mother-in-law knows more how to work, not you. So she will deal with the household, so you have to be there and do nothing, apparently, and deal with that kind of agony with all the other dynamics that are playing in the family. But that's again a topic of another time.
Also, I would just like to add on, it's not about having a very toxic environment to be in, but making your own home is very basic as a
Yeah.
demand. So even if you have a very healthy family, you can just demand for a space for yourself. My favorite scene from it all was when the daughter tells her how she doesn't feel loved, how she wanted to do so much with her life, कि मेरे को ये चाहिए था वो चाहिए था, but nothing happened, and you emotionally gripped me into believing, while the mother denies it. While she also learns about her daughter in therapy, and she also packs her food, well, when she goes to the shop that they have and she wanted to build that business, she slyly corrects her mangal sutra, because she wanted to also tell कि यही है तेरी, अभी तेरे को शादी तो तूने कर ली है, तो यही है तेरा बाउंड्री, यू नीड टू डू एवरीथिंग इन दिस
But
बाउंड्री.
हाँ, that शॉप पे भी जाओ, बट शादी भी निभाओ.
शादी भी निभानी पड़ेगी, यू हैव टू गो बैक टू योर होम.
And a small side note for the show is because something that I have been thinking for years, how the way West portrays therapy may not work really well for Indian virtues and values, because having very strong boundaries, or having a very, to talk your feelings out with somebody, or to cut people off, the way you try to make healthy uh, distances with people, may not be possible in India because of cultural differences. So the way therapy is also shown in this show is very nuanced, because the therapist character never asks the daughter-in-law or the sister to make pure boundaries with the mother figure. Even in that episode, she never says that, oh, you tell your mother-in-law that itna tak hi hai. What her way is to facilitate a communication between each other, so that a basic mutual understanding can come. And that's why I think we need to understand that therapy is of so many varieties that each does not suit the other. तो वो भी मुझे लगता है कि we should, like, think deeply about how therapy is also represented in the show, because there's so many controversies that are going on Instagram, where lot of psychologists come on board and they're giving opinions that might not work in a Indian setup or may not be very practical in Indian setup. But the way the therapy is shown in the show is very different, because nowhere does Neha Dhupia ask the husband figure कि तुम इसको घर दे के दो वरना उसको दिक्कत होगी, या you should have healthy. Every episode is functioning towards trying to find a common ground where each they can understand each other.
So all in all, this show has everything.
Yes,
Good. How much do you want to rate it?
I will rate it like 11 on 10. I found nothing, I didn't find anything bad in the show.
I felt they were like they by the end of it, jabki Ayusha, while I was discussing this episode by episode with Ayushi, by fifth episode I was like, no, they're showing a contrast with therapy and their real life, because they were, the moment they were in therapy, they were also showing a real life where they couldn't let go of who they were partially, right? But by the end of it, I thought it was a very stark difference.
Oh, in the end.
Yes, a little bit more stark in the sense it was 80% corrected.
You meant to say that the
were
therapy
also
made very
trying-
drastic differences
हाँ, and it was like बहुत ज़्यादा romanticize end में उन्होंने कर ही दिया
to therapy.
to therapy, and also having a very joint family type situation, because we have
Yeah.
gone to therapy. So I thought that's the only
I
point
don't
that
think so. I think that they ended up rupturing it because the daughter-in-law ends up leaving the house in the car, and the parents are both saying कि oh thank God वो नहीं जा रहा है. तो मतलब एंड अगेन अगर इसका कोई सीजन 2 बनता है तो मे बी दे विल ब्रिंग इट अप कि तब तो डिवोर्स के लिए हाँ कर दिया, बट इवन पेरेंट्स कांट हेल्प बट पुट सम टॉन्ट्स, थ्रो सम टॉन्ट्स, तो वो सब तो
हो
आएगा
सकता
ही.
है, हो सकता है, बट आई डिडंट, मतलब मेरे को लगा था कि देयर शुड स्टिल बी कि अभी मनोज पावा के अंदर थोड़ा, क्योंकि उसका बहुत टॉक्सिक से स्टार्ट किया था, एंड टू हैव दैट कन्वर्टेड इज लाइक टू मच.
I think that what was unbelievable in that aspect was him leaving alcohol, because
For that
last May he stops drinking, or I think so.
he was just not drinking at that table. I don't think so.
But if they ever insinuated of him not drinking anymore because of these therapy sessions, I'm
then I'm done.
I'm not. Yeah. Then I'm also done. That he कुछ ज़्यादा unrealistic हो गया.
But
And you know what? What I found really unrealistic as well is जब the daughter-in-law was opening about her own family and how broken it is, the mother-in-law's empathy towards it. I cannot believe it, because in what I was expecting is like देखा इतनी गंदे घर से आई है तो हमने बड़ा एहसान किया ऐसी लड़की से शादी करके. I was expecting in that
it's
zone.
like उसकी पत्नी ने जैसे बोलता, टूटे हुए घर की लड़कियों के घर नहीं बसते.
हाँ, तो I was expecting in that particular zone कि मतलब in a traditional setup this would not have warranted empathy. This would have कि oh we have been shortchanged कि हमें भाई एक broken घर से लड़की मिले. So I found that and a little uncharacteristic of the mother's figure, because other way she was very judgmental towards the daughter-in-law.
So this was it for the episode. We really like the series. If you also want to watch it, please watch it. It's on YouTube, and we are also on YouTube. So just two good things that are on YouTube. You should go subscribe to us. And just to tell you again, we are not professionals.
We are barely humans.
So if you really like our chaotic thoughts, our random spirals,
our brain rot content, our sometimes occasional wisdom
and random things that we suggest that we put as memes, please go subscribe to us and please make us famous so that we also bring our own series.
Yes. Bye bye.